Milo Yiannopoulos, Kanye West's right-hand man, has been removed from the 2024 presidential campaign. The Jewish-British provocateur originally told the Daily Beast that he and the musician, now known as Ye, had come to a mutual understanding to have Milo step away from his political team. I'm sure you're already wondering what the reason for this is. Watch this video to find out the full details. First up, Twitter banned Kanye West for sharing a sign associated with a sect that worships UFOs. On December 2nd, Twitter banned Kanye West for tweeting a swastika inside of a Star of David, but it has since been discovered that the image is the logo for a UFO worshipping cult rather than the anti-Semitic symbol it once believed to be. It's the eccentric Raw movement, which claims to have 50,000 members across 85 nations and is frequently referred to as a cult. According to Glenn Carter, president of the British Raelian group, all life was created by Elohim, who were extraterrestrials visiting Earth from another planet. Raelians, as they refer to themselves, believe this to be true. Members of the group insist that their symbol, which is repulsive for apparent reasons, has no negative connotations toward Jews. A Raelian named Huari told Newsweek not to worry, that it had nothing to do with Jews or Nazis. Huari claimed that it had something to do with time and infinity, symbolized by the star's dual upward and downward pointing. Before Adolf Hitler adopted the swastika for the Nazi Party in 1920, it had no negative connotations. It claimed to stand for the eternal cycle of time. The founder of the Raw movement, French motor racing journalist Claude Vorilhon, is credited with seeing the group's emblem on the front of a spacecraft during his first UFO encounter in 1973, according to spokespeople for the movement. The following year, he started the campaign. One of Raw's ideas is that only heightened intelligence that develops immediately after sexual activity can provide cutting-edge technology that will save the human race. Members actively engage in sexual relations as often as feasible for the benefit of humanity. Raw's chosen ones, who are supposed to save their sexual energy for extraterrestrials, are known as Pink Angels, and Playboy even published a story in 2004 with titillating images of them. The Post stated in 2014, the Raelian spent $2,000 to have a plane fly a banner urging people to reject the offensive symbol. This action demonstrated the group's admiration of the swastika. The event took place during the organization's International Swastika Rehabilitation Week. Thomas Kainzig, a Raelian spokesperson, told the Post it was necessary to reclaim the swastika and demonstrate to the public that this sign has a beautiful origin. Raw stated intentions to clone a person in 2000, a grieving couple's 10-month daughter who passed away in a medical accident. The team claimed to have received $500,000 to carry out the human duplication in a facility in a developing country. According to Raelian teachings, the human race was created through the cloning of extraterrestrial beings, and cloning is the key to eternal life. It's unclear whether the effort succeeded or even if it was tried. The current objectives of the movement include the establishment of an embassy on Earth, preferably in Jerusalem. The belief system maintains that the embassy is necessary to provide scientists from the planet Elohim with housing when they return. Next, President of the World Jewish Congress, Ronald Lauder, requests that Apple and Spotify take Kanye's music off their platforms. Kanye West's music should be taken down from streaming services, according to the president of the World Jewish Congress, Ronald Lauder, who claims that the singer is espousing Nazism and must be deplatformed. Lauder criticized Apple Music and Spotify for not taking Mr. West's music off their platforms, as the singer, now known as Ye, continues to promote virulent anti-Semitism in a letter sent to Spotify CEO Daniel Ek and Apple CEO Tim Cook. The billionaire philanthropist said that Kanye West's anti-Semitic outbursts went beyond peddling false information, and he's possibly the only person who embodies the dangerous growth of anti-Semitism in America and is endorsing Nazism in its purest, most repulsive form. He claimed that Apple and Spotify were working for individuals who wanted to murder Jews worldwide, as long as his nasty voice was broadcast on their music streaming services. The Estee Lauder fortunaire said that Apple and Spotify are profiting from Jewish hate by keeping Ye on their platform. Ye expressed his love and adoration for Hitler during an interview with alt-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones on his InfoWars show. He tweeted in October that he intended to carry out DEFCON 3 on Jews. Ye proclaimed he liked Hitler. He added that there was a lot of things about Hitler that he adored. Ye has frequently repeated unfounded conspiracies about Jews and often teamed up with notorious racists, and his actions have been interpreted as condoning anti-Semitism. A billboard reading "Kanye was right about the Jews" was put over a Los Angeles freeway, and others were seen giving the Nazi salute to oncoming drivers not long after he started being overtly anti-Semitic. Then, the "Kanye is right about the Jews" billboard was projected by a saboteur onto a Florida football stadium, prompting widespread outrage. Adidas's decision to stop their partnership with Ye has relieved Lauder, but he also believes that Adidas's delay in taking what should be an easy decision to remove Ye from their facilities is inexcusable, in comparison to November 2021, when there were only 20 anti-Semitic hate crimes reported across the 5 boroughs. follows. There were 45 last month, a staggering 125% increase. The FBI registered 683 anti-Jewish occurrences in 2020, the most recent year for available data, accounting for 55% of all religious bias crimes that year, and outnumbering the 110 anti-Muslim, 15 anti-Buddhist, and 89 anti-Sikh instances also recorded. The World Jewish Congress, established in 1936, represents Jews all over the world and bills itself as the diplomatic arm of the Jews. Lastly, has Kanye West already sacked Milo Yiannopoulos from his presidential campaign? Kanye West and Milo Yiannopoulos break off their catastrophic 2024 campaign. Milo Yiannopoulos is the most recent person to turn on Kanye West, announcing that he has cut ties with the musician after assisting him with his intended bid for the White House in 2024. The Jewish-British provocateur originally told the Daily Beast that he and the musician now known as Ye had come to a mutual understanding to have Ye step away from his political team. According to TMZ, which claimed that it had seen a copy of the invoice, Yiannopoulos billed Ye $116,000 for several days of work, which is the source of the fallout. According to sources, Ye never agreed to pay the infamous right-wing troll for his assistance. Ye lost his billionaire status as a result of the backlash over his anti-Semitic outbursts. Ye's widely criticized selection of advisors were presumed to be merely volunteers because he hasn't formally declared his bid for president, the outlet said. Yiannopoulos initially came to public attention as Ye's advisor after they were recorded together in footage on November 20th. Yiannopoulos had previously described sex between 13-year-olds and older men as life-affirming. According to TMZ, his large invoice was dated December 1st, or less than 2 weeks later. At the time, the former Breitbart editor seemed responsible for some of Ye's most dubious choices, such as his choice to collaborate with Holocaust denier Nick Fuentes, and his use of the latter to frame former President Donald Trump. According to Yiannopoulos, who boasted that it was done just to make Trump's life miserable, he was the architect of smuggling Fuentes into Ye's dinner with Trump at Mar-a-Lago on November 28, when host Tim Pool attempted to refute some of the rapper's most inflammatory viewpoints. He was still by Ye's side when the rapper left the podcast interview. However, he was not present when Alex Jones interviewed Kanye, wearing a full-face hood, and publicly professed his affinity for the Nazis and their murderous leader Adolf Hitler. The Daily Beast cited claims that Yiannopoulos was let go for making an apparent power move against the person he hired, even though Fuentes stood by Ye's side throughout the InfoWars sit-down. Yiannopoulos told the publication, "Any notion that he tried to have anyone fired is absurd, especially not people he brought in himself, who owe him their appreciation, devotion, and respect." He did, however, acknowledge that he had issues with the new hire, but he did not specify what they were. West, who initially put himself forward in 2020 but then committed to run again in 2024, announced his bid for the presidency at the end of November. He then dropped out of the contest and endorsed Donald Trump. West requested Trump to serve as his running mate during a dinner meeting they had at Trump's Mar-a-Lago club in Florida, where Fuentes was also present, but Trump made an effort to talk West out of challenging him. In a video, West told how Trump essentially started yelling at him at the table, telling him he was going to lose. Kanye's most recent incident started when he lauded Hitler in a recent edition of InfoWars, a podcast hosted by far-right activist Alex Jones. West made a clone-like remark about Twitter CEO Elon Musk on his recently restored Instagram page, with Milo Yiannopoulos parting ways with Ye's campaign for 2024 following controversies. One would wonder if it was a good decision to separate. Guess we'll have to wait to find out. Drop us your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see ya in the next one.